Reading from Srimad-Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 3, text number 40. Idam Bhagavatam nama Puranam Brahma Samhitam Uttama Shloka Charitam Chakara Bhagavan Rishihi Nishreyasaya Lokasya Dhanyam Swasti Ayanam Mahat. This Srimad-Bhagavatam is a literary incarnation of God, and it is compiled by Srila Vyasadeva, the incarnation of God. It is meant for the ultimate good of all people, and it is all successful, all blissful, and all perfect. Purport. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu declared that the Srimad-Bhagavatam is a spotless, sound representation of all Vedic knowledge and history. There are selected histories of great devotees who are in direct contact with the personality of Godhead. Srimad-Bhagavatam is a literary incarnation of Lord Sri Krishna and is therefore non-different from him. Srimad-Bhagavatam should be worshipped as respectfully as we worship the Lord. Therefore, we can derive the ultimate blessings of the Lord through its careful and patient study. As God is all light, all bliss, and all perfection, so also is Srimad-Bhagavatam. We can have all transcendental light of Supreme Brahman, Sri Krishna, from the recitation of Srimad-Bhagavatam, provided it is received through the medium of transparent spiritual master. Lord Chaitanya's private secretary, Srila Swarupa Damodar Goswami, advised all intending visitors to come to see the Lord at Puri to make a study of Bhagavatam from the Person Bhagavatam. Person Bhagavatam is self-realized bona fide spiritual master, and through him one can understand the lessons of Bhagavatam in order to receive the desired result. One can derive from the study of Bhagavatam all benefits that are possible to be derived from the personal presence of the Lord. It carries with it all the transcendental blessings of Lord Krishna, and we can expect from this personal contact, from his personal contact. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Srimad-Bhagavatam, not only Srimad-Bhagavatam, even Bhagavad Gita, any sound that comes from the spiritual world, any knowledge that comes from the spiritual world is as powerful as Krishna. Krishna has various qualities of Satta, Chitta and Ananda, qualities of infinite knowledge, that is Chit. So, Srimad-Bhagavatam, let us take, is the description of the pastimes of Krishna with his devotees. And this description of the Leelas of the Lord, and also the different principles, the Tattva of God, the Jiva, his internal energy, external energy, all these things that are revealed in Srimad-Bhagavatam was spoken by Vyasadeva. And Vyasadeva is therefore a literary incarnation of the Lord. In other words, whatever Lord wants to tell the world, whatever the Lord wants to give as knowledge to the world, was spoken through Vyasadeva. So therefore Vyasadeva is considered to be a literary incarnation of the Supreme Lord. Vyasadeva, he manifested these transcendental knowledge that was communicated to him through the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So anything that we get communicated, Lord communicates through some medium, that medium is called incarnation. Just like Archa incarnation. The Lord's form is communicated to this world through form. Nama, Shakti Avashya Nama incarnation. The sound, the Nama, the sound that we produce on our tongue, that is called also sound incarnation. Similarly, knowledge incarnation is Srimad-Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. So these are all non-different from Krishna himself, because Krishna is Satchit Ananda. So, elaboration of the Lord's qualities, His names, His qualities, His leelas, that happens in this material world is a spiritual sound. And all these literature, Vedic literature, the summary of all these Vedas, that is why it is here, it is, Prabhupada is translating it, Brahma Sammitam. That is the incarnation of Lord Krishna. The essence of all these things are there in Srimad-Bhagavatam. Sometimes we say, why ISKCON is only studying Srimad-Bhagavatam? Why not so many other Vedas are there? Why not Vedas directly? Why not all the Upanishads? All these things. All the Upanishad Sara is there in Bhagavad Gita. That is declared even by Shankaracharya. And then Srimad-Bhagavatam again condenses the description of the absolute truth, starting from the very first verse of Janmadasya Yathaha. If you see in Srimad-Bhagavatam, the very first verse is same as the first verse of Brahma Sutra. Brahma Sutra also starts with Janmadasya Yataha. Bhagavatam also starts with Janmadasya Yataha. And first it starts Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. The very first verse of Bhagavatam is Janmadasya Yataha Anyavad Itaras Chartvesh Abhijñas Surat. Janmadasya means from whom everything has come. So this entire Srimad Bhagavatam is a commentary of Brahma Samhita, the Brahma Sutras, and Brahma Sutra is the essence of all the Vedas according to Shankaracharya himself, or according to the Vyasadeva himself. This Brahma Samhita is the essence of all the Vedas. So Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam is the summum bonum of all Vedic knowledge. So Srimad Bhagavatam is Shabda, spiritual sound. Bhagavad Gita is spiritual sound. Srimad Bhagavatam is spiritual sound, means so many shlokas are there. Now all the shlokas, all the shabdas of the Shastra, they are all compressed in Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just see how lucky we are. Prabhupada said, I am writing all this, translating all this and explaining all this. My books are meant for convincing you that you should chant Hare Krishna. Every incarnation is very merciful. The very fact that Bhagavad Gita Krishna spoke is His great mercy, so that we can all read and understand, hear and understand. Bhagavatam, through the literary incarnation of Vyasadeva, today it is in the world. In this world, it has come down into this world. Anybody who reads it can relish the absolute truth, Param Satya. And in this Kali Yuga, how many people have got time? How many people have got? Is it universal? Everybody does not have even the education in this world, does not have time. Those who are educated, they don't have time to read all the shlokas of Bhagavatam and understand. Knowing this very well, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he invoked this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, which contains all these things. So, the only hope for human being in this, for anybody, any living entity in this material world, is Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam, kalo nastiva, 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 gatiranyata. Kali Yuga, there is no other way, no other way, no other way. And one who chants and hears this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, as per the Vidhi, how the Guru has given, with Shraddha and Preeti, all this Vedic knowledge will be revealed within the heart of such a person. This is a mercy of the Hare Krishna Nama Prabhu. The Lord Kalikale Krishna Nama Rupa Avatara. He has descended as the Nama Shabda. Nama Surupa, Shabda Surupa. He is 16 names. Iti Shodashaka Namnam Kalikalmashanashanam. These 16 words. Natro Paratro Upaya Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. The opinion of all the Vedas is that these 16 names can awaken the living entity and reveal to himself who he is. Because in the material world, nobody knows who he is. Whatever they know is a temporary designation. I am this body. Because I am this body, you did not have the body once upon a time. When you were born, you got this body. When you entered the mother's womb, then you slowly got this body. So this body, I am not this body. The question is, who am I? Those who chant Hare Krishna, those who have come to Prabhupada, those who have received the mercy from the spiritual world, by chanting Hare Krishna, by attentively touching the Nama Avatara, they understand that, first they very easily understand that I am not this matter. I am spirit. Aham Brahmasmi, I am spirit. And what is the nature of spirit that you learn? Is that we are all amshas of Krishna. Krishna is the supreme spirit and we are all amshas of Krishna. And what is matter? The energy belonging to the supreme spirit. The energy that serves the supreme spirit. All this energy, everything belongs to God. It is serving Him. And I am also meant to serve Him. So this transcendental knowledge that I am not this body, I belong to Krishna, then that starts an eternal life for us. Because Krishna is eternal, our soul is also eternal. So we start our eternal life, even though we are living in this body. We make Krishna the center of our life. And then we do everything for the pleasure of Krishna, Guru and Krishna. In this way we begin our eternal life. So we are all very fortunate. It is not a small favor that we have received. Because this favor can take us out of this suffering of this material world. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. And once more all give us eternal life, deathless life, life without old age, life without disease. Why life without kleshas, adhyatmik klesha, adidhaivik kleshas, adibhautik kleshas. Vaikuntha means Vaikuntha means no anxiety. So anxiety is, material world is full of anxiety. So the Jivatma in this body, the spirit soul in this body, once it goes and serves the Paramatma, we are Amshas. When we go and serve the Purna, who is Krishna, then automatically we are completely satisfied. So that blessings we have got. Those who come to Prabhupada, even if you don't realize I am not this body, doesn't matter, because you are on the path. The Guru has told, you chant 16 rounds in this particular way. You follow these principles. By following those principles and chanting the Hare Krishna 16 rounds, slowly, undoubtedly, because what is the proof of a medicine? Proof of a medicine is its effect. So this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, if you really take it properly, it will produce effect. What is this effect? You will understand I am Amsha of God. God doesn't die, I don't die. The body dies. And my eternal occupation is, Sanatana occupation is to be the servant of the Lord. When I become the servant of the Lord, I become completely happy. And the servant always feels, servant means what? Everything, 24 hours is a servant of the Lord. Lord is a master. The Lord is a master, the servant has no anxiety. Servant has only one anxiety, to carry out the order of the master. Similarly, the devotees, similarly all the living entities, they are actually loving servitors of the God, of Krishna. But we have forgotten. So this chanting of Hare Krishna, 100% if it is followed, one will awaken one's relationship with Krishna. Just like now we have got relationship with father, mother, husband, wife, children, friends, society, all have relationship. We think those relationships are real. But all those relationships will go away. With death, everybody's relationship go away. Somebody whom you have a relationship, he dies. For him it is already gone. Maybe you will exist another 10 years. When you die, for you also gone. So relationship is gone for you, gone for him. So where is that relationship? It was all only temporary relationship. The whole world is in this Maya. Everybody likes relationship, but nobody wants, depth of the heart, nobody wants a relationship to stop. Especially nice relationship. When relationship are bitter, then you want to stop. Just like, you have a nice wife, you don't want to break relationship. If you have a problem, then you want divorce. So relationship, nice relationship, everybody wants. It should go on. If the relationship is very bitter and somebody dies, you don't mind. Relationship of very sweet, very nice, kind, loving person dies. As much loving you was, that much pain you get. Isn't that? So this relationship in this material, it's our nature to enjoy a relationship. So we can enjoy eternal relationship with the eternal Lord. That is bhakti. Eternal relationship with the Supreme Lord. Never ending. Even if you have to take many more births, in each birth you will continue your relationship with God. So these are all simply by taking the medicine that Prabhupada has given us. Medicine, Aushadhi that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has brought down into this material world. We can become free from all our suffering. That is why, as Prabhupada said, I have written these books so that all of the whole of the world can understand what is the Nama Avatara, what is the, how to associate with the Lord, how the Shabda is Krishna himself, how to serve this Hare Krishna Mahamantra with Preeti, with Shraddha. This is the essence of, it's very difficult for anybody to believe that all of the Vedic truths are there in this Mahamantra. Everything is there. Each one of us, somehow or the other, in our spiritual life, in the beginning part, we have come to touch this literary incarnation. Srimad-Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, all Prabhupada's books, he himself is another incarnation of literary incarnation. Like Vyasadeva was a literary incarnation. As I explained, when the Lord's knowledge passes through somebody in a manner of bringing out so much of spiritual sound into this material world, every Bhaktivedanta purport is a transcendental sound. So this precious avatara, Shabda avatara, we have touched in our beginning days. We were also lost in that world, not knowing who is God, not knowing who I am. Knowing nothing, like that millions and millions of people in this world, intelligent people, are ignorant. They do not know. We were also ignorant once. So we very well know, because we were in the same shoes, we very well know what is the life of people who do not have Krishna consciousness. People who have not started relating with Krishna by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. People who have not developed trust and faith in the messenger from the Vaikuntha, Srila Prabhupada. What is their life? So just like some people worked hard, printed Prabhupada's books, they distributed those Prabhupada's books, and that is how, because they distributed those Prabhupada's books, somebody else could read it. Everyone becomes an instrument to spread this knowledge. Prabhupada's books, they are the literary incarnation, sound incarnation. Prabhupada is the instrument. Just like Shakti Vaishanama, the sound vibration that you chant, into that the Lord's name comes in the same way. Every word of Srila Prabhupada, the spiritual sound, spiritual knowledge has descended from the spiritual world through this Bhaktivedanta purports. So we have benefited by reading these books initially, and that, because very starting point is somewhere we have heard about from Prabhupada. And then we also started chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So how lucky we have become? Starting point is what? Starting point is the books of Srila Prabhupada. My own example is only by reading the books of Srila Prabhupada in the IIT library, I became a devotee. Imagine some devotees had not worked very hard to go to the IIT library, please buy these books, and then Finally, the librarian decides, okay, I'll order 1 or 2 sets. Then it comes to the shelf. So one devotee who worked hard to put those books there has served the Lord's mission, because I, as a lost jiva, went and touched those books, read those 2 pages, I changed my life. This must be the similar experience to many of you. Either you have read the books, or somebody talked about these books, or somebody read about this, read to you the books. So what is the purpose of Srila Prabhupada writing these books? So that the conditioned souls get this and they open up their life, real life, eternal life. Otherwise, even if you are intelligent, if you are powerful, all these things, you are not understood Krishna consciousness. You are no better than an animal, polished animal. All human beings have got great capacity to understand this, chant Hare Krishna and go back to Godhead. But without this, if you are born and died making wealth, making education, material education, wealth, family, all these things, all becomes meaningless. Unless by the time we die, we know all these things, none of these are all nothing to do with the real soul. It is simply a journey. Just like if you're going in a train from Bangalore to Bombay, your destination is Bombay. After you get down in Bombay, you're not crying, oh, I have to leave this train now. You just walk out and you go. Similarly, if you chant Hare Krishna, in the time of dying, people around you may be crying, but you will just walk out. Why? Because you are very clear. You are enlightened because of the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And he is very happy. Not only he is simply walking out, he very happily walks out. Why? What is the life that I am having now and what is the life I am going to get now? Completely different. Eternal life was Satchidananda, anxiety-free life. So this is this benefit, this is a benefit. Can there be any more greater service that you can do to a person than this? Service means what? It should benefit that person. So there is no greater service than doing one way or the other, participating in distributing these books. Today, people are educated, they can read and write. Material education is, literary people who have, who can read and write are much more than 50 years back, 100 years back. So this has got a great place. Though people may be very materialistic, but he has got the ability to read. So somehow we should give these books to them. We should reach out the books to them. Then, if you are giving the books to somebody, just like Prabhupada did service to Krishna and writing the books, then in giving the books also, you will share the mercy of the Supreme Lord. So these books are live. They are staying in this world. More and more books are being printed. More and more living entities are receiving these books. So therefore Prabhupada told that book distribution pleases him the most. Pleases him the most. Because it is the highest welfare activity. Krishna is very pleased when a devotee is taking the book and trying to give it to the living entities. Because on behalf of whom are you doing it? On behalf of Guru and Krishna you are doing it. On behalf of Krishna. Oh, Krishna has a desire to take us all back to Godhead. So you are participating in pleasing God directly. Book distribution, Transcendental book distribution is called also Sankirtana. Generally we think Sankirtana means we should be chanting Hare Krishna, Mridanga, Kartal, Sankirtana. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he said, book is a Brahat Mridanga. Brahat Mridanga. It's Sankirtana, the big Mridanga. Because these people will read and glories of the Lord, hear and understand the glories of one's own self and God. We are amshas of Krishna. We are not these dirty bodies, which has birth, death, old age, disease. We are not this. We are pure spirit, deathless, ageless, amshas of Krishna. How to awaken that? By engaging in devotion service, by engaging in serving Guru and Krishna. So, for instance, book distribution, you go the material world, because everybody is not used to selling, isn't it? Some people's profession may be sales. But many people, they don't have the taste to go and sell. They never got into marketing, they never got into sales. They'll sit on their table and they'll work, or somebody will do research, or somebody will do. Now in this case, you say we are telling everybody to go and sell. So there is a lot of tyaga here. Your nature is not to sell. But I want to be representative of Prabhupada and Krishna. I want to go now and I want to do the greatest activity, which is to ask, please take this book. Use everything possible to get these books to the people. They read or not, if they are given money, they'll always remember, I had to read sometime. This is one of the reasons that Prabhupada said, don't give books free. Free means, free mila baitne do udhar. Now every time he sees the book, hey, I paid 100 rupees, let me see what it is. And also, something or the other, he pays 100 rupees, he never reads also. He is given his hard-earned money for the book, Transcendental Knowledge. Where did that 100 rupee go? At Krishna's feet. So he has done service. So the more we distribute books, it amounts to distributing knowledge. The more you give, the more you get. The more you give, the more you get. The more you give, sell these books to living entities, the knowledge in this book will come into your heart. You are giving out gross book, but with every distribution of book, it is a law of nature. You give, you get. Then you understand. Those who have spread this knowledge, when they read the knowledge, it easily goes inside. They understand. So, as I explained, the book distribution is an opportunity to serve our spiritual master Srila Prabhupada. He worked so hard at the age, ripe old age, getting up early in the morning and translating this and writing Bhaktivedanta purports. You can imagine, in 11 years Prabhupada is doing organizational work, building temples, directing them, management issues, so many management issues, all he has dealt with. More than 2 people means management issues, right? And Prabhupada made so many people surrender to him. They all have to live together. So many management issues Prabhupada has dealt with. In the same 11 years, he used to get up early in the morning when nobody will disturb him in management. For 5 hours, he used to 5 hours every day dictate. These are the books. That means he created all this literature. Along with this, how much hard he has worked. So our Guru Maharaj has worked so hard, and we have to complete his mission. He wrote, now we have to serve him by distributing these books. And by reading these books, no doubt. Reading the books and distributing the books. If you distribute the books, when you read, you will understand more. So, when you want to go and distribute books, you'll say, how I can ask somebody to buy? Doesn't look so good. I am this, I am that, I am businessman, I am this, I shouldn't take obligation. Hundreds of things will come in our mind. What will my family think? What will somebody's friends think? Hey, I'm going shop to shop. He's selling books. What is wrong with you? Family will say, you are selling books. You are going to Chickpet and selling books. I didn't educate you for this. Oh, you are an MD. You are an MD of a software company, and I see you walking in Chickpet selling books. By selling books, he doesn't have to become an MD next life. Liberation. In this world they think, oh, MD much bigger than selling books. But the devotee is thinking, by selling this, I don't have to become MD again. And then, of course, we have a mind. We have a mind, same kind of mind as our family who are complaining. Same kind of mind is also there. But we are fighting that mind. Our mind also says, hey, why you are doing this? Because they are telling, I will also not. But then what happens? Devotion. No, for Prabhupada I should do. I have benefited, I should be grateful to Prabhupada. Today I know this, I know about Hare Krishna, I am chanting Hare Krishna, I am benefiting from Hare Krishna. I have to give it back. Somebody did service for Prabhupada, therefore I have become a devotee. Now let me do something that somebody else will benefit. So with all these convictions, we should take up this service. Every year, this 1 month marathon is a great opportunity to give up our ahankara, give up our I am this, I am that, I am this, all nothing doing. Wherever there is jiva, I will go. Unfortunately, animals don't buy. Wherever any potential is there for them to buy, I will go. No designations. Who I am, I don't care. In the worldly estimate, who I am, I don't care. This is greatest bliss. And when you do like that, then you will experience an ananda which is beyond material ananda. When you successfully give one book to somebody and he buys, the ananda that is called soul pleasure is a pleasure of serving the Lord. Real Atma Ananda is when you serve the Lord, you get Atma Ananda. So book distribution is a great opportunity to experience Atma Ananda, which is beyond all the happiness that you have experienced. It is for you to try. You will see how much bliss you will get. Because ultimately Ananda is given by the Lord in your heart. So devotion service is the greatest pleasure for the soul. Materially speaking, it may be a tyaga, it may be a austerity, tapas. So wherever possible, whatever position you have, whatever influence you have, whatever friends you have, whatever connection you have, everywhere, don't spare. Boldly give out. Why? Because you know that you are giving something which will do good to him. Not that you are seeking a favor. Oh no, 100 rupees collection. Don't think like that. Think that I am giving him something. I am going to give him the greatest blessing. Then you will have the conviction. No shame, nothing. You will go and ask. If you want to do something, see, when you want to take something from somebody, what do you think? Oh, how can I ask him? So don't think you are asking him money. Money will automatically come. Because everybody is conditioned in this material world. So nothing you get free. So ultimately, if he is ready to take the book, he himself will pay. So you are not going to collect money. Money will come. What are you going for? Your spirit should be, I am saving. Prabhupada is saving this soul. That is that book distribution. Book distribution means you should have that spiritual dignity that I am doing the greatest service that anybody can do is to preach Krishna consciousness, is to give out, to awaken others. If you don't give a book, if he doesn't, there are good chances that no more life for him. Otherwise, he has to be born again and again and again. He is suffering. So preaching means you are representing Lord's daya on the jivas. So book distribution means you are in this consciousness of what is this so powerful it can change your life. Please read, take it. Somehow or the other convince the person. Convince or confuse. He has to take it. As I said, what you convince or confuse won't remain in his head. I paid money and I'll take it back. Then he will read it very seriously. So this 1 month is a great opportunity to, and also have that pride. I am distributing the incarnation of the Lord. I am distributing not material products. On behalf of Krishna, because every living entity is Amsha of Krishna. Everybody is part of Krishna. When they read that, they get awakened to know, oh, who am I? Self-knowledge, God knowledge you are giving. That this consciousness, if it is there, you will see miracles will happen. Miracles will happen. All the Jnana, Bala, Kriya, all the Shakti that you need, all the intelligence that you need to do service of the Lord is given by the Lord Himself in your heart. This is another bliss you will experience. Where to go, whom to contact, who can buy, what is the way in which I can, convince them, how I can create that chain, take contact from that person, take contact from that person. Further you go. All intelligence, Krishna will give all the intelligence, how to do service to the Lord. You only have to desire that I have to serve the Lord. This is another experience that you will do, you will all learn during book distribution. How you are not alone. So this 1 month of marathon, you will see how you are not alone. What you are doing, Krishna is with you. You will realize how Krishna is helping you. Because you want to desire, in your heart you are very deeply desiring, please let me do this service to my Guru Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. You are seated in everybody's heart, please help me do this service. I am a humble servant, I am an order carrier, I carry out the order of Prabhupada. Prabhupada's order is distribute my books. So this book distribution is a great exercise, especially for congregation devotees, to intensify their Krishna consciousness into a very practical service to Srila Prabhupada. In our material life, we sweat so much, doing so many things, sweating. Hard work, going to IT, sitting, sweating. Now 1 month you should sweat for Prabhupada. Sweat for Prabhupada. What is the result of that sweat? Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashita. Transcendental knowledge, the light will shine in your heart. Who I am, who is Krishna, what is this material life, what is birth, death, old age, disease, who is my protector, who is my maintainer, who is my provider. When you know all these things, even when you are in this body, you become fearless. No fear. I am Krishna's. He takes care of me. He protects me. He provides me. I am His servant. He enjoys my service. Whose service? The Supreme Lord's service. Who is Parameshwara, is the Supreme Controller of everything. Who is the Lord of the universe. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And when there is Divya Gyan, chanting of Hare Krishna also will become very pure. We all have to sacrifice something for our spiritual master. Sacrifice means little out of comfort. No, this book distribution, I'm not so comfortable with it. In other words, you are saying, I don't want to sacrifice for you, Prabhupada. Discomfort, as I told, discomfort is there because you are only comfort with your profession. Prabhu, I am an artist. You give me some service where I can paint. I am comfortable. Now don't tell me go and sell books. I am not telling you 12 months you do. 1 month you do on Tyaga. And this is something that is very, very pleasing to Guru and Krishna. As I said, as a matter of gratitude you go. If nobody distributed books, they all sat like that, none of us would have become devotees. See the power of these books and book distribution. So are you all inspired for this marathon? Hari Bol, Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada book marathon ki. So Vasudev Keshav Prabhu has some instruction, directions, inspiration to give. Next 10-15 minutes, please stay on. And thank you all in advance for participating in this book marathon.
Hare Krishna. So once again, a warm welcome to all the devotees. Very nice to see the whole hall full today, and nice to see all of you enthused for this year's book marathon. Of course, till about 2 weeks back, the situation in the outside world in Bangalore, all over the country at least, was going quite well. But in the last 1 week or so, all of you are aware, a new kind of a little scare has come in. But we just pray to Srila Prabhupada, pray to Krishna that the way things are now in the outside world, specifically with regard to the COVID situation, things remain a little dull, so that all the devotees, all of us, can enthusiastically participate in book distribution. But all of us will have to exercise certain precautions, follow the rules, the safety norms. Last year also, I remember all the devotees very enthusiastically participated, although last year also we were in a very similar situation, the situation that we are in. So, Madhu Prabhu mentioned many interesting points, many important points why we should go out and do book distribution. So just one thing that really struck me was, we all must remember that you are not distributing an ordinary thing, a material product. You're giving someone Krishna, you're giving someone a pure devotee of Krishna. So it's not that we are taking something, or we are doing some Herculean task, or we are doing this, we are doing that. We're giving everyone the most precious thing, the invaluable thing of the knowledge of Krishna. And you will become the cause for that person's liberation. We may have so many designations in our life today, but if you distribute books, you'll be freed from all those designations. And we have benefited so much because we have become devotees. Why? Because someone else distributed books, someone else preached to us. So let us give that back to someone, and please Srila Prabhupada. Krishna says in the end of Bhagavad Gita, the last few verses, that there is no devotee more dear to me than he who is distributing my knowledge. And he specifically talks about who is distributing this Bhagavad Gita. So if we want to become the dearest, the dearmost to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, we simply have to go and distribute books. And we should not be concerned about the results that come out of the book distribution. Krishna is only seeing how much effort, how much endeavor we are putting. That's all. Many times devotees get a little worried because they think, oh, today I went out with X number of books and I could not distribute many. No, Krishna is not at all concerned about how many books you're distributing. Krishna is only concerned about how much effort we are putting in. In the entire Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talks in many places about this. Put your effort, put your endeavor, because that is the only thing that we can do. Because to convince someone, Paramatma is there in his heart also. So many things are there, so many equations are there. But if Krishna sees that this devotee of mine today has gone out and spent this many hours, put in this much effort, Krishna will be very happy. You may please Krishna more by spending more hours, by putting your effort, than by producing a big result in terms of the number of books distributed. So this is a very important thing. Just put in your effort, do not worry about the result. We need not be fruitive. Of course, if books goes, it's very nice, but even if it doesn't go, you will please Krishna completely. So I just have a few slides and some nice quotes of Srila Prabhupada. I'll go through them. Glorification of Srila Prabhupada by great personalities. Sri Vishveshwar Tirtha Swamiji, he recently received the Padma Award. Just as Bhagiratha brought the Ganges to India, Swami Prabhupada brought the Bhakti Ganga to the whole world. Srila Prabhupada ki. Tulsi Gabbard, former US representative. If not for the compassion of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, I never would have achieved the supreme treasure of Krishna's holy names. Like Madhu mentioned, Prabhupada contributed by writing, and we have to contribute by distributing, by putting in our effort, and this will be the result, as she is explaining. Dr. Thomas J. Hopkins, Professor of Religion, Franklin and Marshall College. There is little question that this edition is one of the best books available on the Gita and devotion. Prabhupada's translation is an ideal blend of literal accuracy and religious insight. George Harrison, lead guitarist of Beatles, he was influenced, he became a devotee because of Prabhupada's books. Srila Prabhupada has already had an amazing effect on the world. There is no way of measuring it. One day I just realized, God, this man is amazing. So this amazing personality, Srila Prabhupada, we have an opportunity to distribute it to everyone. Dr. Samuel T. Atkins, Professor of Sanskrit, Princeton University. I am most impressed with A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada's scholarly and authoritative edition of Bhagavad Gita. It is a most valuable work for the scholar as well as the layman, and is of great utility as a reference book as well as textbook. I promptly recommend this edition. It is a beautifully done book. So, the glories of book distribution, some Srila Prabhupada quotes. Okay, we have a small video with some small nice videos of Prabhupada with some interesting quotes by Prabhupada. So I'll play this. Lakshminath, it's not playing. Just a second, please. Okay, I'll move forward if it... Okay, take it. I'll move forward. So we'll move forward. Prabhupada's quotes. In this modern godless civilization, everyone is greatly suffering due to lack of the real knowledge of Krishna consciousness, and our task is very great and very important. we must deliver this pure science of God to everyone and make them the chance to make their lives successful. See, Prabhupada is saying we must deliver this pure science, not an ordinary thing we are delivering. Please distribute book, distribute book, distribute book. A greater mridanga. We are chanting, playing our mridanga. It is heard within this room or a little more. But this mridanga, books, will go home to home, country to country, community to community. This mridanga. If he reads one shloka, his life will be successful. If one shloka, one word, this is such a nice thing. Therefore, we are stressing so much. Please distribute book, distribute book, distribute book. Book distribution is solid. Even if they do not read, simply by touching, they are benefited. It is so much powerful. So this is an interesting point. So the technique that I used to do, and even now many devotees do. So when people come to you, you're always, thinking, calculating whether he'll buy, not buy, buy, not buy. Of course, it's the effort that Krishna is seeing, but nevertheless we are calculating. What you should do, the moment a person comes, place the book in his hand. He will like it, right? He may buy or not buy, that's a later thing. But at least he's having Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's 700 shlokas in his hand. It's not an ordinary thing. Even that is so beneficial for him. And that is also so much of service. Like Prabhupada is saying, simply by touching they are benefited. So at least you should make an attempt. Okay, today I will benefit 20 people or 100 people or 10 people. What is the benefit? 10 people will come. People will always come. I will make him touch it at least. See, so there are so many ways that the person can be benefited. Simply, at least he will hear Hare Krishna once, even if he doesn't touch, even if he doesn't buy. When he comes, you will tell him, Hare Krishna, how are you? And then you'll talk 1 or 2 lines from the book. Talk about Krishna. This book can change your life. It has changed my life for good. I'm so happy. You can also become happy. Small, simple things. The way you have been benefited, the experience that you have gone through by reading Srila Prabhupada books, genuinely you share with him. And some few things only you have to share, because every time you're talking to a new person. So when you talk to a new person, you can go on repeating the same experience that you've had when you have read Srila Prabhupada books. So it's very simple. Just that time has to be invested. Therefore, we stress so much in the book distribution. Somehow or other, if the book goes in one hand, he'll be benefited. At least he will see, oh, they have taken so much price. Let me see what is there. Okay, so of course, the book distribution is a completely spiritual activity, a transcendental activity. There is nothing material in it. But nevertheless, as Prabhu was also saying, it comes, we have a price for it because nothing comes for free. And so our books also carry a simple price. Prabhupada always wanted, he specifically instructed, my books should not be distributed for free. Because during those days, way back then, there was some system that no religious books and it should just be given away free. So Prabhupada would say, if you distribute it for free, they will not have any value for it. And they will not touch, they'll simply take it and keep it in their house. It'll accumulate dust. Only when they pay a little price for it, they will understand, yes, there is some value, let me read it. So you will be collecting all this Lakshmi for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada and bringing it to the temple. So just as a matter of some encouragement for all the teams here, we have certain milestones based on the points that you bring in. So if you collect about 20,000 points, you will receive some devotional gift vouchers which you can exchange it in the temple for any devotional paraphernalia or for Krishna Prasadam or for things like that. So 20,000 points is 100 rupees gift voucher, and like this it goes on. This is similar to, we have reduced these milestones considering the COVID situation. So 40,000 is 200, milestone 3, 60,000, 4, 80,000, and 5, 1 lakh is the last milestone, and these are the gift vouchers associated with it. And so these are the things in summary. And the different categories of prizes, like it has always been in the past, the maximum book distribution, the top 5 teams based on the maximum Lakshmi points collected, maximum points collected, first to fifth, and then special prizes for those who have distributed the maximum number of Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita set, maximum number of Kannada Chaitanya Charitamrita set, so Kannada and English are separate, maximum number of Srila Prabhupada autobiography books, 2 best distributors from each team. So we have a team of about 9 members, 1 leader with 8 members, and the leader will nominate the 2 best distributors from each team as an encouragement for them. So there are prizes for that. The biggest bulk orders of books and complimentary gift will be given for every Kannada Chaitanya Charitamrita set distributed. So we have a lot of Kannada Chaitanya Charitamrita sets here with us. I request all of you to reach out to those Kannada speaking people and explain to them Chaitanya Charitamrita is the highest philosophy. It has many interesting stories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, stories of Haridas Thakur, stories of all the Goswami, stories of great devotees of Krishna, of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Rath Yatra story, wonderful stories are there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. How the Rath was not moving and Maharaj Prataprudra summoned many elephants, but still the Rath would not move. So everybody was astonished, how the Rath is not moving after bringing so many elephants. This many elephants are not required for the Rath to move, but it's still not moving. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he removed all the elephants, all the men, the rope was let loose, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just put his head on the Ratha and slightly moved forward, and the Rath started moving. So like this, there are many interesting stories in Chaitanya Charitamrita. If you can read 2-3 stories or ask devotees who know these stories from Chaitanya Charitamrita, and it will inspire you. And then if you are inspired, definitely you can inspire the devotees who are taking it. So Chaitanya Charitamrita is the stories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So please try and distribute them. We have a lot of them in Kannada language. Of course, in English also you can distribute. And this is the 125th anniversary special year. You all know this whole year is the 125th anniversary special. So this is another reason for all of us this year to put in extra effort to please Srila Prabhupada, go out for extra hours and distribute books. So we have newly printed for this year Kannada Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita books, and request devotees to put in special effort and distribute these books. For every book that you distribute, you will get a complimentary gift. Not sure for every book, but anyway, yeah. And these are the different biographies of Srila Prabhupada that we have, and top 3 distributors will be getting special gifts and recognition for distributing maximum numbers of Srila Prabhupada biographies. Mahasadhaka, you are all aware, in Kannada, and these are the other biographies. So please try to give Srila Prabhupada's biographies also. They'll get to know more about who this great personality is, his saintly personality, his character, his qualities, his compassion, all these things are there. These are specially books focused on Srila Prabhupada's personality. So if you want to make people know more about who Prabhupada is, these are the books that we can distribute. So these are the dates. Today is the inauguration, and I already heard that few teams have already registered and they have started. So last date for issue of books is February 6th. Last date, it's usually for 2 months every time the book marathon, December and Jan months. Last date for settling accounts is this, and closing ceremony is on the 20th of February. So the last date will be 13th of Feb. Of course, beyond this also, you're most welcome. And last year, as we had mentioned, people distribute books all throughout the year, but these are the 2 special months. And we have this Bhagavad Gita as it is org, an online site. So through this also, through the site also, you can distribute books. People can buy books. So in case somebody doesn't buy and he gives something he says and he doesn't buy, you can hand over this website to him, tell him, okay, late, because he says, I won't come, I don't have money, so many things he may say. So you can give him the site address and tell him, okay, you can order your books on this website and it will be delivered to you. There's a courier, it will be delivered to him at the address that he gives in. So this is another opportunity. So these things, because we are in this COVID times, we don't know how things will be. Every day we get some news. So please remember these 4 things. Please wear your masks whenever you're distributing. Practice social distancing. Sanitize your hands. Please carry a small sanitizing lotion with you. And wash your hands frequently. Of course, if you're sanitizing your hands, then washing is automatically taken care. So please take adequate COVID precautionary measures to protect yourself and to protect others. We must remember we'll be distributing books in public, so please follow all the COVID norms when you're distributing the books. And devotees who are little elderly or small children or those with some special, instances of diabetes or BP or something like that, please consult your doctor once before getting into this. You may also do, but depending upon your situation, please take adequate precaution before you get into this service or while you're doing this service. So these are the marathon coordinators, Venkatesh, Madhu, Ranganath. I think all of you must be aware with our team. Every year they have been doing wonderful service. They will be working for almost 12 hours every day from morning 9 a.m. till night 9 p.m. being available all throughout these 12 hours so that they are available to meet your needs and to supply your books. And the overall coordinator for book distribution for book marathon will be Suguna Krishna Prabhu. Suguna Krishna Prabhu is here. So anytime you have anything, any difficulty, any issues, he'll always be available. Full day in the temple and otherwise 24 hours on the phone. Is that okay, Suguna? Anyway, yeah, so all of you know his office. His office is right next to the reception and he's always available. Of course, he may have 1 or 2, 3 pilgrimages during these 2 months. So during that time, he may not be available, but he'll always be available on the phone and in person near reception. So any issues you have, any help you need, any support you need, any difficulty that you're facing, he's always available and he'll be very happy to help you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Small thing.
Yes, please.
Hare Krishna devotees, as His Grace Madhu Pandit Prabhu also told and His Grace Vasudeva Prabhu also told, that it's very, just you inspire people to even touch the book or place the book in his hand. It's very important to do that. So I request today, all of you have attended this book marathon inaugural ceremony. I request each one of you to please register. If you don't have any teams, please come to me. I will form a team and give it to you. And all of you today have to go with at least 10 books in your hand. Thank you.
We were only speaking, he is giving you something actionable. So you can register as Krishna Ashriya team or folk team. The team size is like this, same like last year, 9-member team with 1 leader and 8 team members. And all together you inspire each other and discuss and talk about it and you can go and distribute. So please register and the forms are available. Where do they register, Suguna? In SST office. How many of you know the office where you have to register? See, only few. So can you please explain where is the office? How do they go? After the AV hall, you ask anybody, where is the BBT office or the SST office? They will let you know. Kindly go there and register. And, sorry? Yeah, you can make it available. So yes, so with that I close. I just will close with one short story. Some of you may have heard it. This is something that happened when Prabhupada was with few of his book distributors. It's in the 1970s. So some few book distributors came and met Srila Prabhupada, and they asked Prabhupada one specific question. The question was, Srila Prabhupada, if we die during book distribution, while we are distributing books, if we die, will we go back to Godhead? Because finally every one of us want to go back to Godhead, right? That's the goal. So Prabhupada replied, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tijitante kalevaram tam tam eveti konteya. Whatever state your mind is in, that state you will attain. So if while distributing books you are thinking of Krishna, then you will go back to Krishna. But if you are not thinking of Krishna, then you may not go back to Krishna. So do you think devotees were happy or not? Yeah, so devotees weren't happy. They wanted some other answer from Prabhupada. And then Prabhupada pauses and says, but I promise you that any devotee who does book distribution till the last days of his life, which means what? Every year we have to do book distribution. So any devotee who does book distribution till the last days of his life, I promise that for such a devotee, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will personally come and take him back to Godhead. Srila Prabhupada ki. So you see, it's so simple to go back to Godhead. As long as we are living, simply put in endeavor. Krishna is not saying if you distribute this many books, I'll take you back to Godhead. Nothing. You may distribute one book, but as long as we are living, if we engage in this wonderful service of distributing Srila Prabhupada books, Prabhupada is guaranteeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will come and take us back to God. So thank you very much. Lakshmi Nath, is it ready? There's a 3-minute video, and with that we will close. I will just try to see if it plays, and if it plays we can watch that, and with that we will close. Lakshmi Nath, I play it from here or from there? From there? Okay, they can play.
Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsam Sri Rupam Chakrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tvam Sajivam Shadaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanikanstam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada book marathon ki, Srila Prabhupada Transcendental book distribution ki, Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Chandra ki, Shri Shri Krishna Balaram ki, Shri Shri Nitai Gauranga ki, Shri Srinivas Govind ki, Shri Prahlad Narsimhadev Bhagwan ki, Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur Premanand.